Watch out for niggas. Hashtag no lie. Watch out for Muslims. Boy. Watch out for wickets. You know the slogan. You know the slogan. White, black, Mexican, Muslims. I don't trust none of these niggas, boy. Let me tell you, boy. I stay with a fucking knot in my pocket all day, every day. And I don't trust none of these niggas, boy. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I stay sharp. I stay alert, nigga. I stay alert up in the streets. Up in the field. Up in the field, I stay alert, nigga. And today we're gonna talk about baby mama drama. Stocks. The stock market. We're gonna mix it up like a burrito. We're gonna mix it up for you like a burrito, nigga. Like a burrito. Like a burrito. We're gonna sprinkle some cheese. Some onions on your shit. We're gonna sprinkle some onions. We're gonna sprinkle some salad. You know what I'm saying? And we gotta talk about these baby mamas, son. The number one decision you ever make in your life, the most important decision you ever make in your life, is who do you stick your dick in? Hashtag no lie. Because if you pick the wrong woman, it will destroy your life, destroy your pocket, and you need to figure that out early. You know what I mean? The trick is simple. It's just niggas don't know. The trick is simple, let me tell you. You better start asking somebody. You better start asking some questions early, son. Early, son. Early. You better start asking, where your daddy at? Where your mama at? Because, hold up. Damn, somebody chewed the shit out that ball. That could be your life. That could be your life, an apple from an iPhone. That, because the wrong bitch will take a bite out your fucking life and throw the shit away. Boy. And if you have a baby with her, you become her slave. You become that bitch's slave. You become that bitch's slave for like 18 years. Boy, she'll just take whatever's left of your life. Bah, give me that. Toma. She'll just take whatever's left of your fucking life, nigga. Take all your fucking money. And then the state is in charge. The state is always on her side. You know what I mean? The state is always on her side. You know how the state is. The state is run by leftist communists. You know what I'm saying? And leftist communists are always gonna be on the side of the bitch. Leftist communists are always gonna be like, the leftist communists are always gonna be like, hold up, I gotta find somewhere to put this. The leftist communists are always gonna be on the side of the stupid bitch. You know what I mean? They're gonna always tell you, well, you gotta pay for her apartment. You gotta pay for her kid. You gotta pay for the kid. You gotta pay for the apartment. You gotta pay for everything. Oh, she fucking a new nigga? You gotta pay for that, son. You gotta pay for all that shit, nigga. You gotta pay for all that. She fucking a new nigga? You gotta pay for that. She want a new apartment, she want a new car, you gotta pay for that, nigga. Damn, this is kinda like a problem because the stand is too short where I can't put it, hold on. Maybe you can see me there. But if I turn it back, it flips over. Hold on. It's not really a stand, it's like, there we go. So, nah man, I don't want this shit to crack. Well, I don't know if you can see me. Damn son, I just sat on some fucking bird shit. That's not cool. Damn son. We're gonna have to keep it walking, so we're gonna have to walk with this shit. But yo, the number one thing you need to learn is, as soon as you like a bitch or a bitch starts liking you, you start talking to a bitch. You better figure out. The number one thing you need to figure out with women is, can you control her? That might sound sexist and controlling, and you know what I mean. You know how society makes you feel about certain words nowadays. You know what I'm saying? But if you can't be number one, you know what I'm saying? If you can't be the quarterback of the relationship, if you can't control her, call the plays on anything, especially religion, politics, and money, RPM. If you can't be number one, if you can't call the plays, boy, you're gonna have some problems, let me tell you. Because if you can't control the money, the zeros and O's, the ones and O's, if you can't control the finances, all of it. Yes, all of it, nigga. Yes, all of it. If you can't control all the money, because it's like a business. Relationships are like a business. Imagine you open a business, right? And you, the founder who opened the business, the owner, can't control all the money. Imagine that. Imagine you are running a business and you can't control all the money. It's your business, but you can't control. Nobody will do that. You know what I mean? And relationships are the same way. But even worse, even more risky, because a business can fail and you lose your money. You know what I mean? You take the L, but you carry on. And within a year or two, you could restructure, make a new business, fix the business you had before, and come back. But with women, you end up with a baby who hates you, right? Because she's gonna lie to the baby, right? You know how women be lying to their kids. Daddy's evil, daddy's this, daddy's that, daddy's this, daddy left you. It's all lies, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna end up with a woman who hates you, fucking another nigga in the house that you're paying for, a kid who hates you, you know what I mean? Doesn't even want to hang out with you, even though you're paying for all his shit, you know what I'm saying? And this will go on for 18 years. 1/4 of your life is gone. You know what I mean? Half your life is gone because you made the wrong mistake with the wrong bitch. Look how many, right here in boxing, I cover boxing, right? Look how many women, look how many boxers, their lives are just completely derailed because they get with the wrong bitch. So, from the rip, within the first week or two that you start dating a bitch, you know what I mean? You could be slick about it, you know what I'm saying? You could be slick about it, but you definitely gotta figure this out before you stick your dick in her. Before you stick your dick in this bitch, you better figure out, is this a type of bitch that I could control? Because if she's uncontrollable, you know what I mean? If you don't know her politics, you don't know her finances, you don't know her religion, she don't got no religion, she don't got no money, she don't got no politics, or the wrong politics, even worse, you might just have a massive, massive nightmare on your hands. You know what I'm saying? Hashtag, and a lot of these things, when you know what to ask, when you know what questions to ask, hold up. I don't want to hold this shit no more. I'm getting tired. You know what I'm saying? When you know what questions to ask, you know what I'm saying? When you know what questions to ask, you can ask these shits right on the app. You know what I mean? Where your daddy at, bitch? Where your mama at, bitch? When she starts talking about, I don't love my mama's a crack addict. My daddy's gone. I think my daddy touched me. My daddy hasn't been around. When you start hearing that, them traumatizing stories, because that's where it starts. That's what crazy bitches, and it's a lot of them. More than like 70% of bitches nowadays are traumatized. You know what I mean? From stupid shit in their childhood. They're gonna take it out on you. That's what happens. That's what happens. You don't want their trauma, you know what I mean, to end up your problem. Look at Vladimir Klitschko right now. He gotta tell his daughter that her mama became a junkie and killed herself at 36 years old. I don't want to go through that. I don't want to be telling my daughter that her mama became a crackhead and now I'm stuck taking care of her forever by myself. Yo, my nigga. Let me tell you, the number one thing you need to watch out for is women. And don't even waste, I learned, this shit happened to me twice, nigga, twice. Over $500,000, my nigga. Real talk, real talk. Probably like $1 million over, because it's not like in 1 year. You know what I mean? It's like 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, boy. Let me tell you, nigga. Shit is real, my nigga. Shit is mad real, let me tell you. But yo, let me tell you, hold on. Damn, I don't really want to hold this shit, but it's like, the stand is too short. But the number one thing you need to watch out for, and you see, in the beginning, I didn't know, because you're just thinking about pussy. That's the problem. The problem is that in the beginning, you're just thinking about pussy. You know what I'm saying? You're not thinking right. You're not thinking right in the beginning. You know what I mean? You're only thinking about pussy. You know what I'm saying? But after the shit happens to you a couple times, you be like, maybe I should ask some questions early. You know what I mean? And once you think about this, it's not really all that difficult. You know what I mean? You need to know about her RPMs. You know what I mean? Just like a car, my nigga. You test drive the car, right? So you're gonna test drive them RPMs, religion, politics, and money. What up with that? What up with that, bitch? You know what I mean? What's up with them religion, politics, and money? You don't got, you know what I mean? In the videos I talk, like aggressive, you know what I'm saying? I talk like crazy, for your entertainment, you know what I mean? But you don't gotta talk to them like that aggressive. You could have just tweeted. You could just text them. Yo, you know what I mean? I wanna know about your mama. I wanna know about your daddy. I wanna know any crackheads in your family? Are there any crackheads in your family? I want to know about your ex-boyfriend. You know what I mean? How many niggas ran through that? You know what I'm saying? You want to go to church? You could be slick about it. See, the thing is, all you need to really remember is RPMs, religion, politics, and money. It don't really matter how you mix it up, but you need to get to it. You need to figure out that religion, politics, and money. And no, this is not a joint, this is tobacco. Sometimes I be rolling up my own tobacco, you know what I'm saying? Organic. I don't smoke weed. I don't pop pills. I don't drink at all. No beers, no Henny, nothing at all. You know what I'm saying? All I do is smoke my bogeys, you know what I'm saying? It's not good for me. I gotta let it go. I gotta cut. That's why I roll my own shit, because it makes me roll it up. It makes me smoke less, you know what I'm saying? But that dispensary weed, boy, that shit is not weed. You better cut that shit out. And drinking, it's a no-go at all. I'm on my Floyd Money Mayweather. That's why Floyd Money Mayweather is so successful, because he never ever drank. Nothing. Nothing, not at all. And Danny Garcia too. Danny Garcia and Floyd Mayweather never ever drank. Nothing. At all. Ever in their entire life. They never tasted a drink. They never tasted a beer. But yeah, my nigga, let me tell you, watch out for them women. And it's not really, the thing is that men don't know how to decipher it. But once you know RPMs, like the RPMs on the whip, you remember that. Religion, politics, and money, that's why I use acronyms. I use acronyms to make me remember things easier. Bigger concepts, you shorten them down to like three letters or 4 letters, you know what I'm saying? Religion, politics, and money. If the bitch don't got no religion, her politics is all fucked up, like 70%, 60, at least 60% of these women, these are leftist communists, my nigga. You can't be sticking your dick in a fucking communist. Are you serious? You're gonna end up with a commie baby. You're gonna end up with a commie baby and child support and all types of fucking bills for like the next 20, 30 years. They might just put you in jail for missing a payment. You know what I mean? This shit could have a ripple effect. Major, big, bad ripple effect on your life. Hashtag no lie. So remember, religion, politics, money. You You know what I mean? And it don't really matter where you start, but you better start asking them questions. You know what I mean? And when a bitch starts telling you some shit about I hate Trump, he a racist. Kick the bitch out your fucking, pull over on the middle of the fucking side of the highway. Bow! Tell that bitch, call an Uber. You know what I mean? You're not for me. You know what I'm saying? Cut the bitch off quick. Stop thinking with your fucking dick. You know what I mean? Go get a fucking prostitute if you have to. You know what I'm saying? But don't be thinking with your dick. You know what I'm saying? And remember, even early, before you even meet the bitch, yo, what's your politics like? You know what I mean? What you think about Trump? And even when Trump is not here, like in 10 years from now, this will still be applicable. You know what I mean? 10 years from now, you can still think about, yo, what you thought about Trump? You know what I mean? Because Trump is like the such a polarizing figure. You know what I mean? That if you got brainwashed with the fake news into hating Trump, you might be a stupid bitch. You know what I mean? You is a stupid bitch. You know what I'm saying? And that's like the other one. First is the religion, the politics, and the money. That shit has to be aligned. And you have to be able to control that. You know what I'm saying? If you can tell that you cannot control her religion, her politics, and her money, any bitch that you cannot control is like an employee. You know what I'm saying? An employee that you cannot control has got to go, my nigga. That nigga is gonna catch you a lawsuit. It's not gonna produce. It's not gonna learn new things. He's not gonna be productive for the company. You gotta see this like business. You know what I'm saying? You gotta see bitches like business, son. If bitch you tell her that you wanna start going to church and she don't wanna go to church, your relationship is over, my nigga. A bitch tell you that if you tell a bitch, yo, I'm controlling the whole fucking bank account. You know what I mean? It's like 36 grand in that bank account. I'm controlling all that. You know what I'm saying? Nah, we're not buying a new refrigerator. Nah, we're buying a used refrigerator. Nah, we're not buying a new car. You know what I mean? Nah. Because bitches is like stupid as hell with money. You know what I'm saying? Nah, we shutting down all your subscribers. All your subscriptions getting shut down. We don't got time for all this dumb shit, Netflix and Hulu. Turn that shit, that's just like $88 every month. Turn that shit off. You know what I mean? And she starts bitching and complaining and calling you this, you that, you sexist, you controlling, you're racist and all that stupid shit. She gotta go, my nigga. She gotta go. But you don't even have to get involved with that. You know what I'm saying? Because once you're talking about she gotta go, you're already in the hole. You know, you don't want to be in the hole. You know what I mean? You don't want to get involved. You need a bitch that you can control. You need a bitch that's docile. A bitch that's trainable, like a dog. Yeah, like a dog, like an employee. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, a relationship with a woman is a little bit more involved than an employee. You know what I'm saying? But you get the idea. You need a bitch that's docile. You know what I mean? You don't need a fucking pit bull. A crazy wild pit bull that you can't train and might just bite your fucking arm off. You get the idea? You know what I'm saying? But a lot of niggas don't think about that. A lot of niggas go into like relationships, into shit with bitches. They're just thinking about the pussy. And boy, that pussy will cost you. Boy, that pussy will put you in jail, let me tell you. That pussy will take all your money and put you in jail. Hashtag no lie. Hashtag no lie, my nigga. I even forgot about the stocks. I was going to talk about the stocks. You know, I like my futures. You know what I'm saying? I'm learning my futures, boy. Within a year, I'm going to be a futures professional, son. I'm going to learn my futures. Boy, I'm going to learn my futures and I'm going to figure out how I'm going to get me my $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 every day. Every day. Not every week, not every month. Every day, every morning, like in 2-3 hours. Hashtag no lie. Hashtag no lie. You know what I mean? That's my video, son. Remember them RPMs. Especially with women. But in any relationship, in any scenario, that you cannot control the RPMs, the religion, the politics, and the money, it's really the NPR. It's really the money, the politics, and the religion. But RPM sounds better, you know, because it's like the RPMs on a car. But it's really, the money is the first thing you need to control. The politics is the second thing you need to control, and the religion is the third thing you need to control. Any scenario, you know what I mean? Not just with women, but especially with women, because women are like the most expensive, you know what I'm saying? Any scenario where you feel that you're not aligned with that person on the RPMs, you need to plan an exit strategy. Hashtag no lie, jump off the fucking boat before that boat sinks. Please subscribe, hit the like button, leave a comment, and share. Thank you.